السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. First of all, in the name of Allah, the most gracious and merciful, how are you everyone? Inshallah, Rabbil Alameen, you're doing well. Please, first of all, let me make sure that the sound is working properly. طيب الحمد لله رب العالمين. Thank you very much. Thank you. طيب الحمد لله. طيب first of all, inshallah رب العالمين, today we will solve problems on Archimedes law. I want to tell you that before solving, it's so useful to use the strategy of keywords in solving physics problems. Okay, the keywords are so important to solve the problems. So in this section, we will classify the problems into 4 categories. Okay, today inshallah Rabbil Alameen, we will talk about the second category. The first category was the problems of density. I think it was a piece of cake. Okay, we have only one formula. Okay, and we make almost direct substitution, or if we do our best, we can calculate the volume or something like that. Here we will talk about Archimedes principle problems in the following case. So please write in your copybook, right after me, please. Problems, solving problems. This is the title of today. Okay, solving problems okay, section 1, type 2. Okay, I want you to classify the problems in your mind as types. Okay, I want you to classify the problems in your mind as types. This is so important and it will be so helpful. Okay. Each type is titled with keywords. Once you find any of these keywords, okay, you will do what? You will pick this type and apply the formula. Okay, this type is called only, the main title of this type is completely submerged objects. So this type is only for completely submerged objects. So if I find floating objects, it means I'll not use the following strategy that we will use. Okay, well, but this type can also be titled, or can also be known if we have this type can also be known if we welcome Tennessee. Welcome. Welcome. How are everyone? Inshallah, you're doing well. Is it your class now, 10C? To join offline? I think it's your class. تمام تمام. How many students are there, class? تمام. How many students are there? Only 10. طيب خير إن شاء الله. Okay. طيب. So again, because 10C, the class joined relatively late. Okay. Again, شباب, this is the second type of problems in section 1. Section 1 of what? Of chapter 8. Of chapter 8. Okay. It's so important to classify the problems. It's so important to classify the problems into types. Okay. On the title of each type, there is main keyword and some smaller keywords. Okay. The main keywords for this type, what was the first type? The first type is the problems of density. The problems of density, and it's not considered to be an independent type, يعني because يعني طيب ما شاء الله تنسي. Okay, تمام, بالتوفيق إن شاء الله. طيب, so this type is talking about what? Only if the object is completely submerged object. Only. Okay, طيب. So what if, or what can help us to know this with indirectly or without saying it's a completely submerged object? Okay, the problem may mention the following, may mention the object is immersed. And we know that the immersive means it's completely submerged. Okay, also it can be mentioned as a sunk object, sometimes sunk or sinking object, يعني. Okay. Okay. طيب. So sunk objects. Sometimes immersive means sunk, sometimes or is equivalent to sunk. Other times they are not equivalent. لكن generally, يعني for now, let's use them as the same. Suspended objects. Suspended object. Okay. Also, if the row of the object is greater than the row of the fluid. Yani if you look at the problem to find that you have the density of the object and you have the density of the fluid, row is the density as you remember. Okay. So when you find this and you find that the density of the object is more than the density of the fluid, you without يعني, more thinking, you conclude that this is a completely submerged object. Okay, because it will not be floating. Okay. Also, if the density of the object is equal to, but this will be a special case, so we'll not talk about it here. Okay. Type. What is the strategy if we find this main title? Okay, we will search for the following keywords. Okay, we will search for the following keyword. Okay, again, I mentioned this, but I want to repeat it in your favor. Okay, number one, if I find the weight, again, if I find weight in air, weight in air, this gives us what? This gives us the real weight. which can, of the object, okay, of the object, which has the symbol, excellent, mashallah, ممتازين, okay, FGO, and it can be measured by mass of the object times G, or rho of the object times G times V of the object. Which one will I use? That depends on. Okay, طيب. If we find the expression weight in fluid, it gives us what? Hi everyone, I'm following what you are writing. Okay, يعني till now, Ali Barhoumi, Omar Talat only answered the previous questions. Now Ali Barhoumi Barhoumi. I'm sorry if I say the name يعني بشكل مش correct. Okay, and also Omar Talat. Where are the others? يا جماعة لسه مين ولا إيه؟ أيوة كده ما شاء الله ممتاز. Thank you زايد زكي. Thank you Muhammad Adnan al-Mahdi. Muhammad Adnan al-Mahdi also answered. Okay, where are the others يا جماعة? Should I call you name by name? Thank you Yusuf Sayyid for asking about the question. Okay. طيب, don't worry, okay, but try to يعني wake up. Okay, yeah. Okay. When I find, thank you, Abdullah Al-Hassan. Tamam. Excellent, Abdullah Al-Hassan. Okay, so when I find the keyword, these are keywords, يا جماعة. يعني once we find any of them, these are key words. Okay. Weight in air, it means real weight. Okay. I can use it with this formula or with this formula. Okay. Or as real weight. يعني one of three things. Okay. طيب. That depends on the context of the question. Okay. طيب. Weight of fluid, this expression or anything like that in the problem means what? Means this is the apparent. Yes, excellent, Zayed. Apparent weight. طيب. Once we find them together, don't think more. Once you find them together, okay, don't think more. يعني خلينا نقول هنا, this is number one, okay, this is number two, okay, number three, finding one, أو بلاش finding, mentioning one and two together, if one and two are given in the problem, don't think more. Before doing anything, you have to find what? Excellent, mashallah. Thank you, Omar. And thank you for everyone who said, I'm following your answers. You have to find the buoyant force. The buoyant force. Thank you, Yusuf Adil. Thank you, Ali Barhoumi. Okay. The buoyant force. Okay. So from this, we can find, you will subtract them to find the buoyant force equals weight in air, or real weight minus apparent weight. Is there one of your classmates called Solaf or something like that? I know that the names may may vary from a culture to a culture. So I don't know if you have a classmate with this name. He's in the waiting room. You know this name, Solaf. طيب لحظة. Okay. طيب. Welcome. Excuse me. May you name yourself as your complete name in the list on Classera? Excuse me. Okay. Thank you. طيب. So we found that the FB, which is the buoyant force, is the real weight minus the apparent weight. Okay. So once we find them, we will use this. Also, if number 4, if FB, which is the real weight, FG object, which FB, which is the apparent force, I'm so sorry, FGO, which is the real weight of the object, and densities are mentioned in the problem, okay, what will we do? We will use the formula which says that if B divided by FGO equals rho fluid divided by rho object. Okay, this is the formal shape of the formula, or the formal expression of the formula. But I told you that we will use another expression. Okay, what is the expression that we will use? We will make cross multiplication. Okay, يعني we will write it F B times rho O equals F G O times rho fluid. So don't put the two O notations in the same side. يعني FB with rho O equals FGO with rho F. طيب, Mr. يعني why do we use this? Just only for simplification, not else. And it's the same formula, but we rearranged it. Okay, so this is more useful for what? Because if I want to find, for example, if I want to find any form, any one of them, yeah, for example, if I want to find rho O, what will I do? I'll say rho O equals the other hand side, which is FG O times rho F divided by FB. So all what I'll do is to divide over FB. Right. If I want to find, for example, rho F, it will be what? I'll write the other hand side as it is, yani FB times rho O, and I'll divide over rho F, and so on. Okay, is it clear or not? Is it clear or not? طيب الحمد لله. طيب now let's apply. طيب الحمد لله. طيب عبد الله okay. By the way, I sent you the previous boards as a PDF. Did you get them? The previous boards, I sent them as a PDF. طيب الحمد لله. إن شاء الله رب العالمين it will be helpful يعني. Okay, you will find them in Classera. Okay, and you will find all the previous videos also in Classera in the video lectures. Okay, so if you need anything, you can read the PDF, you can see the video, you can ask me, or you have, inshallah, more than one choice. طيب. Now let's apply. Okay, take a screenshot of this. Yeah, I need to save time, معلش. Take a screenshot of this. تمام. Well, you're welcome. Okay, and now let's go to the examples, the mathematical example. Okay. Can you see this well? Can you see this well? I hope you can see this. طيب الحمد لله. طيب. Well, so this problem says bargain hunter purchases a gold crown at a flea market. As we agreed together, by the way, this problem represents the same a story which is approximately similar to the story of Archimedes, if you remember. Okay, so this bargain hunter found a gold crown in a flea market, as you know. Okay, or the problem said, okay, after she gets home, she hangs the crown from a scale. Read carefully, and finds its weight to be 7.84 newtons. Who can extract the given here? This is what? تفضل يا عمر. Okay, I'll give you the chance to unmute yourselves. Okay, Omar, okay, you can unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself.
Yes, Mister.
Excellent. And the others answer on the chat, please. Yani every one of the others answer on the chat privately. Tamam? What is the given here? What is the given here?
The given here is
wait for a minute to give the chance to the others to answer. Okay, thank you, Yusuf Adil. Thank you. They are answering privately, so you will not see the answer. Okay, Yusuf Adil, excellent. First of all, Muhammad Adnan Mahdi. Okay, excellent. Yusuf Adil, I'm waiting for Yusuf Adil, excellent, mashallah. Okay, Yusuf Said, excellent, mashallah. Abdullah Hassan, excellent, mashallah. I don't understand, Abdullah Hassan. You mean the first one is طيب اتفضل جاوب. Okay, Abdullah. اتفضل also Zaid, thank you very much. Okay. طيب خلينا الأول عند الجيفن دوت يا جماعة. أشكركم. Thank you for everyone who goes further in the problem, but let's stop at this given for now. اتفضل يا عمر.
Yes, Mister. First, the given is the real weight.
Excellent. So thanks for Omar. This is the real weight. So he didn't mention that this is the weight in air. أيوة ما هي يا جماعة she gets home. يعني هي she gets home. يعني is there anyone who told you that her home is under the surface of ocean? It's an air. She hanged the crown from scale and finds its weight. So this is the weight in air. Okay, so this is the FGO. Till now, we will follow what's the problem saying. Okay, it's 7.84. Is there any comment on what I wrote here? Is there any comment on what I wrote here? And if you are a teacher and you find me writing the given in this way, what's your impression? What will you tell me to do?
Can I say?
تفضل ممتاز ما شاء الله. Okay.
Write the N for Newton.
Sorry?
Write the N.
Excellent answer. Thank you, Yusuf Sayed, mashallah, on the chat. Thank you, Muhammad Adnan, mashallah, on the chat. Thank you, Yusuf Adil, on the chat. And thank you also for Omar on the mic. Okay, you have to write the measuring unit, Mr. Newton. Okay, it's meaningless to write any physical quantity without its unit. Except for طبعا إذا هي ملهاش unit ده موضوع تاني. تمام؟ طيب. Thank you very much. So from here we can remember together the measuring unit of weight is what? Kilogram or Newton?
Newton.
Newton. Why, Mr.? It's weight. Okay, when I go to a Sathan and I ask the seller to weigh tomatoes for me, I told him, please weigh 2 kilograms for me. No, this is not weight in physics. This is weight in Sathan, but weight in physics is completely different. Okay, weight in physics is the force of gravity, force, which is measured in newtons. Okay, so remember this like your name. Okay, let's go. Further in the problem. Thank you, Omar. Okay, I'll continue reading and I'll ask another one to continue with me. Omar, answer on the chat privately, also with your classmates. She then weighs the crown while it's immersed in water. Who wants to say what's the given here? Either anyone wants to take the mic, but he will wait for a minute to give the chance to the others who are answering privately in the chat. Thank you, Yusuf Sayed, mashallah, mumtaz, excellent. Abdullah Al-Hassan, thank you, Yusuf Adil, mashallah, mumtaz. Yes, I see Zayed. طب يا جماعه لو سمحتم يعني على فكره excuse me يعني قلت لك don't go further with the problem to know يعني your statement in the chat is the answer of my question. Thank you محمد عدنان. ايوه thank you عمر طلعت. ها عبد الله الحسن. Thank you Zayed. What is that given, Abdullah Hassan? And where is Ahmed Yusuf? Where is Ali Bahoumi? Where did he go, guys? Where is Omar Khatib? Where is Sulaf? Where are you guys? I'm waiting for your participation. Are you answered, Ali? Anta, mashallah. Thank you. I'm so sorry. So sorry, Ali. Yeah, you are participating from the beginning of the period. Omar Khatib, parent, thank you very much. Excellent, excellent. طيب. Ahmed Yusuf, okay, the question is, when he say in the problem, he says, Abdullah Hassan, Mumtaz Abdullah, excellent answer. I know that you are an excellent student, Abdullah Hassan. And you are all excellent, mashallah. Tamam? Tamam. Ahmed Yusuf, I said here, she weighs the crown while it is immersed in water. Okay, so this is what this is the Fg apparent, which is the apparent weight, ممتاز جدا. So the apparent weight is what? The apparent weight is 6.86 newtons. Okay. بالظبط كده. I told you that whenever you find the real weight and the apparent weight, don't wait for everything, even don't wait for reading the problem. Okay. يعني this is just a يعني an expression يعني. Okay. طيب, so what will we do using them? We will find the buoyant force. F B equals F G O, which is the real weight, minus F G A P P, which is the apparent weight. So it will be what? It will be, subtract them, okay? They will be here 8, 9, okay, I think 0.89 newtons, okay? So now we have FB. Please listen for me لو سمحت. Any result you get, put it with the givens, please, for me. Okay, so here we have the given. FB now is a given, 98 newtons. Well, okay, but you will find a very strange thing. I'll put 0 here. Why? Because the problem is لا not 0. خلينا زي ما احنا. I'm so sorry. Okay, خلاص. Forget for now. يعني خلاص, don't put 0. طيب, so we have FG. We have FGO. It's given. And FB, it's given. Let's continue reading. Okay. Is the crown made of pure gold or not? Mr. The pure gold is not given. لا, it's given. This is the pure gold. It's given in the table. Okay, so this is the density of the pure gold. طيب, will we يعني this is the density of the gold. I want to find the density of what يا جماعة? The density of the gold. The question says what? Let's continue reading. Is the crown made of pure gold? So I'm not sure the crown is made of pure gold. Okay, so the idea is to find the density of the object. So what's required here? We will find the density of the object. So this is required. And see if the density of the object is the same as the gold, so it's made of pure gold. If the density of the object is different from the gold, so it's not made of pure gold. This is the idea. Okay, tamam. So the density of the gold is not given here. Okay, طيب, what is the density of water? Number one, you have to memorize the density of water. Okay, but the density of water, sorry, I'll give it to you here. I told you to memorize it if you remember. Okay, density of water, it's given here. This one, fresh water. Tamam, density of water, excellent. Is fresh water is 1,000 or 100 times 10 to the power over 3 kilogram per cubic meters اللي هي 1,000 يعني. Excellent. تمام. So this is the density of water. So now we have these 3 things. And I told you, if you find the FB, FGO, and rho O, you use this formula. Rho FB times rho O equals FGO times rho F. Okay, طيب. So we want to find what? We want to find rho O. So rho O equals the other side, which is FG O times rho F divided by rho O. Find it. You will find if it's equal to the gold, okay, the density of the gold, or doesn't equal to the density of the gold. It will be doesn't equal to the density of the gold to save our time, okay? So it will not be made of pure gold. This is the answer as it's written. Oh, this is the answer. Number one, these are the givens. We extracted the givens. Here, we found the apparent weight. Here, this is the calculation of the apparent weight. After that, we will use this formula and we will arrange it to be like this FGO times rho F divided by FB. After that, we will find it's 0.8 times 10 to the power of 3. Okay, the question now, is this equal to this density of the gold? No. So the answer from table 1, which is this table, the density of gold is this value. Because this is smaller than this, the crown cannot be pure gold. Okay, so this is the answer. This is the answer. Okay. Well, طيب. Take a screenshot of this, okay, and write the answer in your notes. Write the answer in your notes. They are so important, okay. طيب. Now let's take another answer quickly. Okay. The significant figures. I'll talk about it, inshallah, Yusuf Adi. Yusuf Adil is asking me what's the difference between 1.00 and 1. Okay, this is related to something which is called the significant figures. Okay, and I'll explain it, inshallah, I mean, later. المفروض ان انت درسته قبل كده لكن هنقوله مرة ثانية عشان تبقى مرتاح بس وانت بتحل. طيب, now I'll ask you about the idea of this problem. Okay, يلا, number one, a sample of unknown material. A sample of unknown material weighs 300 newtons in air. In air? Yes. So this is what I'm waiting for your answers. This is the real weight because they will solve this in homework. I'll send it inshallah by me in class era. 300 newtons in air. And 200 newtons when they are submerged in alcohol. So this is the apparent weight. Okay, with density, this is the density of the alcohol. So this is rho of the alcohol. Okay, from this and this, we'll find the apparent weight by subtracting. What is the density of the material? We will use the formula that we talked about. I hope, inshallah, Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillah, Yusuf, mashallah. Okay. Mumtaz, Yusuf Adil. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, we finished these examples for today. Inshallah, next period we will finish section 1. Okay, inshallah, Rabbil Alameen. I hope you got the ideas of today. Okay, today, inshallah, I'll send you an online assignment. I'll try, yani, inshallah. Okay, so please solve it, inshallah, today. Thank you very much, and see you, inshallah, next period. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.